folks, I'm Roaming Raven, your cosplay wedding officiant. What does that mean? It means I'm a minister who does LARPing, and I conduct the wedding. I do not plan the wedding. I'm not an event coordinator. I only do the ceremony, and I make it legal if you want. With that said, this weekend's wedding is at Ravenwood Castle, and I'm going to explore with my new SJ4000 camera. I do believe I need a gimbal. We are traveling up the drive toward the castle. This is the parking lot. You can't really see the castle because of the gray stone in the sun. My bad. But this is the way into the medieval village. We are in Hocking Hills in Plymouth, Ohio. There's 50 acres of hiking. And as we head into the medieval village, we have the chess game. And we have Cinderella's carriage cottage. You can rent the second floor, even though the bottom floor has the patio. The little yellow place is called Raven's Roost. It looks like it's under renovations at this point in time. And the little purple cottage is the spinster's home, Miss Spindle. Each one of these cottages has like a queen-size bed and a garden bath. This is the woodcutter's cottage, and I'll show you the stained glass windows. Very nice. This is a merchant's cottage. Medieval football, anyone? Who knew? Look at the detail in the glass. Kind of waving. The little blue place is the candle maker's cottage, and you can sit down on your little deck, whether you run it overnight or for the week. Behind here is the clockmaker's cottage. They don't show this on the website, but I think I saw it on the literature. The clock tower, which is the double story behind it, actually has a clock there in the top that tells the correct time. The mauve is the silversmith's cottage. All of these look like adult-sized playhouses. The website is ravenwoodcastle.com, I believe. That's the rear of the castle. And we're coming up on the side view of the merchant's cottage. And I head back up. Like I said, the merchant's cottage is on the second story. Merchants always lived above their stores. Raven's Roost. I love this front door. I like the pattern, the fabric. Just makes me smile. We have the patio to Cinderella's carriage house. These chess pieces are 18 to 24 inches tall, and even a 4 or 5-year-old can pick them up and move them. We're on the way back to Raven's Roost pub, and now toward the labyrinth. You can't really walk through it. You just get this one little area, a stool for meditation. You have a very peaceful view. You can only walk into this one little area of it. and the patio for the pub. Go back around the front. We'll head into the front door. One bloom. That's all that's left on this bush. Beautiful purple. Have the knights guarding it. You have a gift shop, a pub. Upstairs, toward each turret, is a suite. We're heading into the great hall and the grand piano. It's a baby grand, but guests are welcome to play it. Queen Victoria's suite. King Arthur's suite. The huge, great hall. This is where the wedding will be later on today. Go through the French doors into the breakfast area, and you have more intimate sitting. Tables for two. It's actual stone for the fireplace. This is the oldest table. It's cross-stitched. I spelled that wrong. Sorry about that. The murals are all hand-painted. You have the unicorn on the left, the lion on the right. Looks like they belong on a coat of arms. And we'll head on down to the pub. That's your entryway. Shakespeare's room. I'm going downstairs. The pub hosts games for couples or groups. It's a small bar, plenty of sitting areas. The 3 fireplaces do work. More games. These French doors lead out to a couple of tables where, 2 to 4 people can play games at each table. On the outside, there's going to be a large game played later on today, and it will have a game master. I think it's the new version of Dungeons and Dragons. I could be wrong. Again, the knight guarding the games, and we walk on back into the library. There are over 400 titles from ceiling to floor. You have your dice tray. Now I like this fireplace mantle. I have one just like it on the farm, and the criteria for it is somewhere between late 1800s, very, very early 1900s, turn of the century. Yeah, have videos also. Now this is either the brewer's cabin or the baker's cabin. I'm not sure which is what. Your outdoor fire pit. Nice place to have coffee in the morning or wine at night. Now last night we were here and we could hear the coyotes. They were very close, a bunch of pups. It's the fall of the year, so you have a lot of thin trees. But I just loved looking up at the sky and twirling. If this makes you dizzy, please don't look. I know that the date and time floats, but it's the wrong date and time. I don't have I haven't figured that part out yet. We're walking over to the pavilion area. Like I said, I need a gimbal. The pavilion area, and the two little houses there, and there's like a performing platform in between them. Everything else the bride had to bring. She had to provide her own tent, tables, chairs. Big, beautiful mums. At night she had twinkle lights hanging all over the place. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Click the little bell. And thank you for watching. Until next time.